system.
Hi everyone, it's David from Sherwood Ford.
Along with Drew.
Memory seats are one of the coolest technologies that are available on some of the Ford vehicles. It's an available feature. Right. And it allows you to recall saved positions, not just for the driver's seat though.
As well as passenger seat.
Yep, and the memory is attached to the mirrors, if they're powered, the power pedals, and a power telescopic steering column. So if this is a feature that's equipped on your Ford vehicle with the available memory feature, you're going to love what we're about to show you.
No, it makes it simple and easy, especially if you're sharing the vehicle with your spouse or another member of the family, right. Or even if somebody borrows your vehicle. They play with your seat, nothing more annoying than getting back in, and you've got to try to get it back to that sweet spot.
And you don't have to just use the memory button. We're going to also show you how to program it to your key fob.
Right, so anytime you unlock, you unlock your vehicle and the seats go right back to the way they should be.
Absolutely. So the first thing we're going to show you is
how to set that memory feature on the in-vehicle controls.
Right, from the door panel buttons, the memory button. So I'm going to grab the camera and you'll jump into the driver's seat and let's go. All right.
All right.
So this is the 2017 F-150.
This is the 2017 F-150. So the first thing from inside the driver's seat that I'm going to do is I'm going to turn some power on here.
So we get the ignition power on.
Right. All right. So it's telling me the foot is ajar.
Just click OK on everything on here.
Etc. Etc.
All right. So we're in the on position.
Yes.
Fantastic. So what's the first thing you want to adjust?
The first thing I want to start playing with my seat, adjusting that. I want to get that to the, my backrest. And play with the lumbar supports. Move it a little bit forward for me till I'm in that right position. If we've got a power telescoping steering wheel in this one, so I'm going to pull that out a little bit. Maybe we'll go up just slightly. And then last we can play with the mirrors as well. We can adjust those a little bit. Right.
Now, what about those power pedals down below?
Pedals down below. So here's our adjustment button.
Yep. Now that's all the way back. You want to bring it a little closer, maybe.
Yep. We'll bring those a little bit closer.
Okay.
There we go.
So what's the last step now? We've got everything set where we like it.
The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to touch the memory button. They're located next to the unlock and lock button. You can see 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to be driver number 1. So I'm going to push and hold that.
Great. You heard the chime and you let go.
And on the screen as well, memory 1 saved.
Perfect. So the next time you come to your vehicle and...
Yep, well if I just mess this up a little bit.
Let's change that mirror as well, shall we?
Let's change the mirror way, let's just make it way out there. Let's change the steering wheel all the way down low.
Actually, why don't you save that to memory 2 right now?
Sure.
Okay, great. So, you're getting in your vehicle and you want to return back to memory 1.
Right. All I've got to do, hit that 1.
Mirror's
now
adjusted.
The mirror's adjusting, the steering wheel's adjusting,
the steering
now
adjusted,
my seat
and
is adjusting.
So everything's returned and recalled those memory just from that button.
Right.
Perfect.
Simple.
All right, hop on out. I'll show them how to pair it up with the key fob. So, your Ford is going to come with 2 vehicle keys. And again, as long as the feature is equipped on your vehicle, we're going to be able to program the key to the memory button. So rather than just opening the door and hitting the button where you want it to go, when you unlock your door, it'll automatically return and recall those saved positions for the steering, power pedals, for the mirrors, and for the seat. So now I'm going to do driver 2. So I'm a pretty tall guy, and I kind of like my seat back all the way. And we're going to push both sides to bring that seat down. I'm bringing the steering wheel all the way out, which is a little bit closer to me. And we'll drop it down. And we're going to take my mirror. And I'm just going to close the door for just a second here. I'm going to bring that in, and I'm going to bring it up. All right. So now, again, we're still in the ignition on position. I'm going to hold down button number 2 over here till it chimes. But I'm not going to let it go on the first chime. This is important. Hold it till you hear the second chime. Here we go. 1 beep. 2 chimes. Now hit the lock button. That's it. Right, let's get out of the vehicle. Let's turn it off. Okay, you haven't saved your key though to the key, right?
Right, I'm memory 1.
Right. So let's actually do that quickly here. Grab me your key for a second there out of your pocket there. I'm going to just quickly do that and turn the vehicle back to the on position. We're going to return your seat back to number 1. It's adjusting. There goes the adjustments back. Now I'm going to hold it as soon as it's finished adjusting. Still doing my seat. Okay, so we're going to hold the button down. 1 chime. Wait for the second. 2 chimes. Hit the lock. All right. There is your key.
Thank you.
Now, so it's in memory position 1. Come up closely. Watch that steering wheel, folks. I'm going to hit my unlock button, and we're going to open the door. The seat's adjusting. There it goes, all the way down. Did my mirror adjust yet?
I'm not sure.
I think it did. Let me just go back in here and see. So it saved the driver position seat.
Yes.
When I unlocked the key.
Right.
Right on. So let's close it back up. Get locked, grab me your key. And let's do that again. Come on up again. And we're going to hit the unlock. There goes your seat. And the mirror adjusted over here.
I can still see that seat coming back up.
Perfect.
There we go.
So there it is. Now, at any time when you're in the vehicle and it's making that adjustment, if you want to stop the memory recall, you can just tap one of the switches and it'll automatically stop that for you. So you'll notice that the programming of 1 key did not affect the second key. So you can recall the memory positions to each of the keys that are available. There is a 3rd memory position, so you know what, if you've got that 3rd driver in the household, right, like a new driver, they can save a 3rd position as well. Oh, and by the way, maybe you want to show them the easy entry exit?
Right, yep.
While we're doing
pass the camera back to you.
Sure. I'll need the key in there for turning the ignition on.
Yes. Okay, we got some keys. We'll just get some power on there.
So part of the system has an easy entry exit.
Right.
We'll explain what that is here. You'll go ahead and do that for us. So, okay.
We're going to go all
using
the
the
way.
5-way controller.
Right.
You're going to go to advanced.
There it is. Easy entry exit.
All right.
Little check mark. We'll make sure that's turned on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what exactly does this feature do before you actually show it?
Well, when you get in or out of the vehicle, it's going to actually open things up for you a little bit. So it's going to allow your seat to move back. If you're a little bit more forward, closer to the steering wheel, it's going to move the seat a little bit back, allow you to get in and out of the vehicle a little bit better. Mm-hmm. And then once you're in the vehicle, then it re-brings you to your driving position so that you're at the right space
right.
for your
So as soon as you hit the ignition switch, let's show us how that works. And so your seat is moving back, and everything is moving in and out of the way
and just
to make it easy to.
Yeah, a little more room for me to get out.
Right on, right on. So there you have it, folks. That is the memory seat feature that's available on most of the Ford lineup now.
Yeah.
Makes it really easy to use, convenient, and comfortable. So that's a real life struggle that you won't have to deal with.
Well, that annoying struggle when somebody plays with your seat.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty close in height, but not, like for example, yourself and your family. You're a little taller, and the wife maybe a little.
Wife is a lot shorter.
A lot shorter. All right. Well, if you have any questions, be sure to drop us a line in the comments.
Sounds great.
Otherwise, have yourselves a giant day.